about the Dallas Mavericks, you think a lot about their history, right? And of course, you think about their international stardom with Dirk Nowitzki and Luka. And here's the thing: there's a lot of good, bad, and ugly in the Dallas Mavericks history. So we decided to go through, of course, my favorite segment, the good, the bad, and the ugly Dallas Mavericks edition. So let's get it started with the Dallas Mavericks. The first thing is the good. And the good is obviously twofold. That is international stardom if Dirk Nowitzki and Luka Doncic. Now, these two players are probably the two best players easily in Dallas Mavericks history. Dirk Nowitzki, we do not have to go and explain too much about him, but he's the top 6, 7 all-time leading scorer in NBA history. He led the Dallas Mavericks to 2 NBA final appearances, winning one against the Heatles, which, is a huge, huge achievement anytime you can beat LeBron James in an NBA finals. And he also won an MVP award. He is the most legendary player in Dallas Mavericks history. Great player, great guy. Everyone in Dallas loves Dirk Nowitzki. Luka Doncic, on the other hand, he's arguably one of the most talented basketball players we've ever seen in our whole entire lives. He can score, he can pass, he is big, strong, dynamic. Luka Doncic is just a pleasure to watch, and he'll go down as one of the all-time greatest players of all time if he stays on this trajectory. So the good for the Dallas Mavericks is that international stardom. Now, the bad, I have to say, is two things. The bad of Dallas Mavericks history has to be Steve Nash and the allegations in the front office when they had a lot of problems with sexual harassment and things like that. Let's start off with why Steve Nash is bad. If you were able to pair up Dirk Nowitzki and Steve Nash, with Steve Nash being a 2-time MVP award winner and with Dirk Nowitzki being an MVP award winner and NBA champion, you could have had a team that instead of talking about the San Antonio Spurs and Los Angeles Lakers in the mid-2000s, we're talking about the Dallas Mavericks as the most championships. Not the Spurs, not the Lakers, but the Dallas Mavericks. If you were able to pair two guys in Dirk Nowitzki and Steve Nash, but that duo didn't work out. They did get Jason Kidd for a little bit, but then he went to New Jersey. They failed Dirk Nowitzki with two different point guards, Jason Kidd and Steve Nash. As far as allegations go, the front office had some problems that were really bad and ugly. You can go research them for yourself. But that has to be the bad in the franchise's history, and the ugly. The ugly is easily the 1992-1993 season where the Mavericks went a staggering 11-71. Think about that record one more time. 11 wins, 71 losses. Their best player at the time was Derek Harper, who averaged 18 points per game, 5 assists, only played 62 games. Jim Jackson, who went on to be a great player for the Dallas Mavericks later on, was a rookie at the time, averaging 16 points a game. And you got, listen to this. I mean, I'm a 90s NBA kid, and this is they were rolling out at Derek Harper, Jim Jackson, Terry Davis, Sean Rooks, Mike Uzzoloni, Doug Smith, Randy White, but they did have Tim Legler, who's more known for his time with the Bullets and on ESPN. So that's the ugly of Dallas Mavericks history. So the Dallas Mavericks have had a great recent history. Bad, back in the day. But overall, I would have to say the Dallas Mavericks have kind of resurfaced themselves as a mid-tier to better tier franchise. And if Luka Doncic does pan out to be exactly what I think he's going to be, then this team is going to be a force and one of the better franchises in NBA history. And there's one thing for certain, they're probably the best with international players, having Dirk Nowitzki and Luka Doncic. Thank you for watching. This has been George Arjour, part of the Sports on Tap network. And I also go by George on Tap. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.